And it's kind of upsetting me and my homegirls because I still want to shop off season. And you shouldn't take that away from me, you know? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Viaglo. If you are new here, my name is Gloria and I'm a full-time reseller on multiple different apps. And I resell clothes and shit. So today I have a very small ship with me video. I actually wanted to show you guys what I sold over this weekend, and honestly it wasn't terrible, but it could have been better. So the first thing going out is this pair of dojo jeans by 7 for All Mankind. So I see this brand a lot at the thrift stores, and I mean a lot, and I decided to go ahead and pick them up, mainly because a lot of resellers talk about how well these sell. I actually recently heard a reseller, I'm not really sure which one, but they were talking about how these were in style, then they went out of style, and now they came back in style. So I'm just kind of like, interesting. So when I finally found them, I went on and picked them up, mainly because I'm like, you know, what's the worst that could happen? So I went on and got them. So I was only able to sell mine for $42. My cost of goods was $6.34. And after fees and cost of goods, I made a total of $25.54. Honestly, the price point, I feel like a lot of resellers sell their dojo jeans for like 60, 70 bucks. So that's what I had mine listed at initially. I think I had it at like 70, I want to say. And once I noticed that it wasn't getting any attention, I was like, what the actual fuck? So I went on and dropped the price, and then I dropped the price, and then I dropped the price. So they finally sold, and I was, you know, happy about it. And honestly, given the price point, it seems like a flop a little bit, but honestly it kind of wasn't, because they still sold for $42, you know. I just think that my expectations were of a $70 sale versus a, you know, one second. So anyways, my expectations, I feel like, were a little bit off, because I really thought that I was going to make like, you know, a $70 gross profit, but I didn't. But honestly, I'd probably pick them up again, just because they took like under a month to sell. So I don't think that it was too much of a bad sale. And they sold for $42. I think anytime you can sell jeans for over $40, it's a win, you know. So I pick them up. Let me know down below if you pick up 7 for All Mankind. And is it any other styles that you pick up? Because I feel like the dojo jeans is the only ones that I hear the most about. And that's the only one that I kind of was looking out for when I go sourcing. All right, so these are just some Madewell stovepipe denim jeans. I was excited to find these because I actually enjoy picking up Madewell denim. I've noticed that they have been selling upward of $40 for me. All of the ones that are not skinny jeans, because I feel like all of the skinny jeans, they are a little bit outdated, and I'm a millennial. I love skinny jeans, but I know that they're not the it girl right now. Flare jeans is in, and like, you know, the wide leg crop and all of that is in. But I've noticed that once I started sourcing Madewell that was actually a different style than the skinny jeans, I started to see a higher return, which we love that. But I actually sold these for $40, and my cost of goods was $7.90. And after fees and cost of goods, I made a total of $24.10. I actually pick up all Madewell. I think it's been a few times where I had to leave it behind because either it was priced entirely too high or the style was just very outdated, and I knew that I wasn't willing to spend, you know, up for it, and then they don't sell for much. Because like I said, I was able to sell like the skinny jeans and all of that for like $25 to $32, which is still not a bad price point. It's just not an ideal price point, if you will. So I tried to be really picky with the style of Madewell jeans that I pick up now. and keep it strictly to like a newer style. So yeah, we got that one. So I actually got these from USPS. They're like stickers. So typically for these tie back mailers, because these are free, they don't stay down all the way. So I like to give it a little bit of extra security by putting these right on the sides of it, you know, to have it more secure. So yeah, we like to double secure things. All right, the next one is this Savannah Jane top. Now this is very much so like a boho style, very much so a Johnny Was dupe, if you will. I've actually sold this brand one time before, and I think I sold it for like $20 or $25, and it doesn't go for a lot because it doesn't retail for a lot. It's just a nice little boutique brand, but their styles are so pretty, and I do notice that they get attention. So that is something to remember if you just want like a filler item for your closet or your shop. I would highly suggest picking up Savannah Jane because this sold in under a week. It was also new with tags, so I went on and got it. I knew that I wasn't going to get much for it, but I did kind of price it a little high just because I wanted to get a decent amount for it. But I'm pretty happy with the amount that it sold for, and it sold for $25. It came through on an offer. I initially had it, I want to say, at like $35, and y'all know I have a VA that sends out offers to likers. So when they sent out, like, I want to say it was a $32 offer with, you know, $5.95 shipping, the person countered at $25, and I'm like, that's no problem because that was my lowest anyway, so let's get it done. And I did get a message on eBay because the stock photo was of a tan color, but I made sure I put in the comments that, you know, this item is in fact pink, as you know, I show all the pictures, but some people would overlook it on purpose just so they can have something to complain about later if it doesn't work out. So somebody on eBay was like, I want the tan color. Do you have the tan color? And I'm like, no. You clearly see that I got a pink color. Like, why would you ask me have a tan color? And in the listing, I state that the color that is on sale is the pink one. The stock photo is to show the item worn, because people are idiots nowadays and they don't listen, read, see. So it makes it a little hard sometimes. But anyways, these are just some Cole Haan booties. Y'all, I've had these, I want to say since March of last year, and I am ecstatic to see them finally go, because this was what you call a bad buy. So I'm gonna give you guys a little baby backstory. So 2 years ago, for me and my boyfriend's anniversary, he had planned for us to go on this, like, I want to say it was like a hike to like a new place that we had never been to, because I like hiking, and it just so happened to be raining that day. So he asked me, did I want to skip out on it? And I was like, yeah, because, you know, it's raining. And he was like, well, we can go thrifting. Mind you, we were in an area that we, you know, literally never go to. So I got even more excited. So we went, and we went to this thrift store. And at the time, I was still like a newbie. Like, I know that I've been reselling for 2 years, but I want to say I didn't really get good at reselling until like November, which is pretty telling. But so we ended up going to the thrift store, and I found these as well as some Dolce Vita booties, and I was like excited because I'm like, oh my god, booties are in, these are gonna sell, this is a great brand. And also at that time, I wasn't checking actual comps. I was actually checking, let me put it in here, I was actually checking the brand on Google, and the brand on Google was showing that these, you know, were upward of $100. So I was like, oh hell yeah. So these sat for over a year, y'all. That's basically what I wanted to say. They sat for over a year. I received a $15 offer. I went on and accepted it just because I was I was overlooking at it. I have a lot of stuff in my closet that I actually want to see go because I'm embarrassed now. So I wanted to just get out of here. So I think I had these listed for like $45. So yeah, y'all, they got a lot of attention, but they actually just never sold, and they sat and they sat and they sat. I think I even took them down at one point, but they just didn't do well at all. So when I received that offer, I was just kind of like, I would be an idiot not to take it. So it was $15 offer, so I made $12. I actually started my inventory system in October, so I don't have my cost of goods for these, but I'm sure it was too fucking much. So next is some AG jeans. I think I've sold maybe like 3 pairs of this brand. These are the Tomboy Relax Straight. These actually sold in like 2 days, which I was pleasantly surprised about because I thought that they were going to sit a while, and honestly I didn't think that they were going to sell for the price that I had listed. So that actually shocked me, but in the best way, because I'm like, you know, we love a full price sale. And yeah, so the last pair that I sold was actually on eBay to someone that was not in this country. So I guess this brand it does pretty well. I guess if you pick up like the right styles, and I'm going to be honest, I don't really know all the right styles for Adriana Goldschmied. I just kind of pick it up and then I'll do a quick little comp on Poshmark, eBay, sometimes Mercari, just to see, you know, what I'm looking at. And if the numbers are good, then it's coming home. So I actually spent $7.90 on this. Quick side note, so all of my cost of goods, they're an average of the day that I went sourcing. So if I go out and I spend $100 and it's 10 items, like I average it out instead of showing every item individually. I just find that it's a little bit easier for me, so I just do it that way. So yeah, so I spent $7.90 and they sold for $40, and I actually made a profit of $24.71. I probably should tell y'all where these are sold on. All of these sold on Poshmark. I have one eBay sale, which is going to be the next one. But eBay was the only one that kind of showed up this weekend, which is nice because, you know, sales have been not the best for me. And I want to 100% take the blame because I have not been listing like I should have. So it is in fact my fault, but hopefully I can get it back on track because this is for the birds. Okay, all right, so the next one sold on eBay, and these are just some Cobby jeans. These sold fairly quick, pretty happy about that. These are actually just the True Boyfriend. I think the size is what actually sold these because these are size 10, and I think that may have helped it sell a little bit quicker. But I've sold maybe about 3 or 4 pairs of Cobby jeans, and they all do pretty well. Like, they have all sold, you know, upward of 25 to 40 bucks, and I actually really like that. So this is one of those brands that a lot of resellers, they do talk good about it, but they are like, you know, you need to make sure you pick up the right styles, because if you don't pick up the right styles, then what are you doing, you know? But I'm gonna be honest, I just go with what I just told y'all. Like, I pick things up and I'll do a comp on them, and if the comp looks good, then it's coming home. But if the comp doesn't look good, then it's just gotta stay at the thrift store. But I picked these up, and you know, they got a little bit of attention. Me and the buyer went back and forth a little bit because I have these listed at 40, and I sent out offers. Y'all know on eBay you don't really get a notification, but when you open the app, it'll show you like send offers or something like that. So I saw it, and I went on and sent a $32 offer because that was the lowest that I was willing to go. They countered at 25, and honestly, y'all, I was so scared because I'm like, I really don't want to miss out on this sale. So I contemplated a little bit on whether or not I should actually keep it. But then what ended up happening was, oh, I need to put this in an envelope. Lord Jesus. So anyway, so what ended up happening was, I went on and was like, you know what, what's the worst that can happen? So I went on and countered at $30, and they actually accepted it, and then they paid for it right then and there. So I was like, whew, thank the Lord. That just kind of lets you know that some people, they really do want the item. Although they would like a great deal, I'm sure she understood that she did get a great deal. $10 off. They're in a like new condition. You can't beat that. This is another thing I kind of don't like about eBay that much, is you have to be really particular about your packaging, because although this is priority mail, you still have to make sure it's in the right one, because you will get dinged, which, you know, you should. You gotta pay attention. But yeah, I'm glad I caught that before it was too fucking late. All right, so the next thing was actually these pair of American Eagle shorts. What's so funny about this one is the fact that I actually sent these out in a flip lot, I want to say in September, and they finally came back a little under a month ago, and I've been surprised that most of the items that came back have actually sold. So I don't know what it is, but they sold, and I was pretty surprised about that, because it's like, I couldn't sell you last summer and then I give you away. They couldn't sell you, and then you come back and then I list it and then they sell. So we love that. That actually has happened quite a bit, and honestly I think it's because I'm pricing the items at a very reasonable price. I'm not like undercutting myself, but I'm not really caring to, you know, make a huge profit. I mean, I care, don't get me wrong. These actually sold for $21. Since I don't have my cost of goods, I actually made a total of $15.08 on these. I don't know. American Eagle is one of those brands that you kind of gotta not necessarily proceed with caution, but I feel like not everything is gonna do well, you know, and you gotta be hip to that. But I was surprised that they sold for full asking price at that, because that rarely happens. And I thought they were gonna sit a long time, but they didn't. All right, so the last thing is this Eddie Bauer puffer coat. Y'all, I actually sourced this and I was so excited because I'm like, it is so cute. It's like a lightweight, so it's not really heavy. And it was in excellent condition, so I was just kind of like, ooh, I gotta get it. And it sold for $40, and I only paid $5.89 for it, and I made a total of $26.11 off of it. I'll have to put this in a bigger box. Let me know down below, do y'all pick up Eddie Bauer? Because I feel like Eddie Bauer is one of those brands that I'm a little like, do I really want to get that? So let me know, have y'all been selling winter items still, or have you noticed that it kind of stopped? Because when I go to my thrift stores, I notice that they actually don't have a lot of winter items up anymore. Like my honey hole, they have completely took out the sweater section. Like there's no more sweaters, like no jackets, nothing. And it's kind of upsetting me and my homegirls, because I still want to shop off season. And you shouldn't take that away from me, you know? I should still have the choice to pick up a jacket if I want to. But yeah, I give them a handwritten note. I'm going to be honest, it's not the best writing because I don't enjoy handwriting notes anymore like I used to. I actually did in mine back in the day, but it's just not my gig anymore. But I still think that it's really sweet to receive them. But yeah, y'all, this was a very, very, very short ship with me video, because my sales feel like they have taken a break. Since I've taken a break, my sales is like, oh, we're gonna go too. We're gonna take a break too. Both of us go on vacation. And I've been trying not to like continuously mark my items down because, you know, what profit am I gonna get there? And the items that I already had listed, I went on and took 20% off. So I don't want to continuously like keep going down, because then at what point will I make money? So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. Please let me know down below how your sales have been over the weekends, because mine aren't that good. Like, I'm more of a weekday seller than a weekend seller. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.